Well, we come again to a rather remarkable verse here. This is verse 15 of chapter 1 of the Gospel of John. John begins, Ioannes, the Greek expression of the name translated John. This, of course, referring to John the Baptist. Marture, from the contract verb martureo, means to bear witness, to testify. It's a word that would be used in connection possibly with courtroom testimony. He bore witness or testified. Of course, the later meaning of martyr, to be a person that dies because of your witness, was a development that came after the use of the word as we find it here, but nevertheless you can see where the connection would arise. So John testified or bore witness. Peri, a preposition, takes the genitive autou, concerning autou referring back to the logos. Kai kegragen, rather unusual word in the New Testament, comes from the verb kratzo. This word literally means to cry out, to make a loud sound, that kind of thing. And so it's a rather dramatic word. John bore witness concerning the logos, crying out, a strong word. The participle now, crying out and saying, lagon. Hutos, this is the demonstrative pronoun, we've seen this before. This one, John says, was, ein, we've seen that before. And then we have the verb, I said, referring back to hon, which is the object. It's in the accusative case. This one was, I said him, you might say, or I said that one. It's rather difficult to translate really literally, but we would generally bring it over as this is the one of whom I spoke. This is the one who I said, in a sense. And then the article here, opiso, the after me, referring typically in time, takes the genitive. Opisomou, the one after me coming, so the one who is going to come after me. This is a participle from erchomai, the one coming after me. Improsthen, before me. So this, of course, stands almost as an opposite to the word after, the one after me comes before me. And then John adds a bit of drama, gegomen, using the word genomai in the perfect tense here. Before me came to be and continues to be. And so we have at least originally a kind of temporal distinction that this one that John is preparing the way for, the one who is going to come, has actually been around already. He's already been there, and this is probably a casual allusion to the many appearances that we have of the person of the Logos in the Old Testament, not called the Logos, of course, but the one of whom John is speaking here has shown up before, he was before, and then John adds even greater drama to it, hoti, because protos, and this word probably now is adding more the idea of dignity of saying because first before me he was. These two words can be translated similarly. They can both come over into English as before, but this one has more to do with before in time, a temporal precedence, where this has more to do with being before one in dignity or priority or importance. So this one who came before me came to be in an absolute sort of sense because he was indeed the one who was before me.